So why don't we switch our attention over to boxing? There's a lot going on in the world of boxing right now. A lot of exciting things. Most recently, we saw Floyd Mayweather beat Andre Berto in what was to be expected. He pulled out a unanimous decision win in one of his more typical Mayweather-style fights. Kind of, did a couple pot shots, jabbed, moved a lot, moved off the ropes, and he did what he had to do to win. He ties Rocky Marciano's 49-0 record, and he says he's retiring, but he's retired before. But he maybe he'll be back. But for right now, as it stands, Mayweather is retired. So let's move on to the middleweight division, which is one of the premier divisions right now in the sport. Let's first get to Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux. We were able to attend that press conference. Both guys were neck and neck. They were fired up. What did you see out of those guys?
These are two of the biggest hitters in the sport. Gennady Golovkin, obviously a powerhouse, undefeated, 20-plus knockouts. David Lemieux, one loss, one no decision. I think it's going to be a tremendous fight. Two of the biggest hitters in the sport going at it. I got to give Golovkin the edge. I think he's going to take the win in a later round, possibly a knockout. But it should be a very close fight, and I think it's going to give Golovkin his real first test at a strong opponent.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree with that. It's going to be his real first test. I mean, he's had some good, formidable foes before, but this is really the guy who's going to come forward. He's going to really throw haymakers, man. This guy, David Lemieux. He's a good fighter. He's lost 2 times, I believe. One on a split decision, one by Marco Antonio Rubio, a guy that Gennady Golovkin beat seemingly with ease in the early rounds. So, I mean, I think in that fight Lemieux was a little bit tired, but at the same time, I think Golovkin, I think the key is going to be who can take the other's punch. And so in this case, I'm going to have to go and agree with you that Gennady Golovkin is going to be the man to force the action. He can cut off the ring so well, and he has power that will wear you down, and it's just accumulative, and he's just going to keep coming. He's just going to fight, and he has a tremendous chin. I think Golovkin is the guy who's going to pull out this victory, but at the same time, you can't count out David Lemieux. He has great power, and it's going to be great action on October 17th. Let's switch over. Staying in the middleweight division, Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez. Going to be a great fight, one that the fans have been expecting for a while, finally happening November 21st. What do you expect out of those guys?
This is going to be another tremendous fight. Puerto Rican, Mexican, two of the richest nationalities in boxing. I got to give Cotto the edge. He's the veteran in this situation. He's coming off 3 big wins. With Freddie Roach in his corner, I just think he's going to be able to tire Canelo out, and he should be able to take it in the later rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cotto is coming off a couple of nice wins, three victories in a row he's strung together, and Freddie Roach, he looks reinvigorated, reinvented fighter, really going back to the body with the left hook. That was the key in his earlier parts of his career. But I'm going to give this one to Canelo. I think Canelo's a little bit stronger. I think he's a little bit more hungry. He's a younger guy. He's looked great in his last couple fights. He's had notable wins against Erislandy Lara, Austin Trout, and most recently James Kirkland, which is a great, spectacular knockout. And I think he's learned a lot from his fight against Floyd Mayweather, which is his only loss of his career. And I think Canelo is going to be the guy who comes out victorious. I think it's going to be a close fight. Probably going to go to the cards. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a knockout in the later rounds, but I think these guys are going to go at it. It's going to come down to if Canelo can push the action or if Cotto can outbox Canelo. I mean, that's going to be the key. I'm going to take Canelo. I'm going to take my chances with him, but I think it's a coin toss. It's 50-50, so that would be a great fight. And the winner of that, theoretically, is supposed to fight the winner of Gennady Golovkin and David Lemieux. So that's going to be, I mean, if that fight happens, if the winner of those fights, and it's almost like a mini tournament. So great stuff happening in the middleweight division in the world of boxing right now.